I'm going to introduce you. We're here today with Jordan Chabot, the owner of Speedwell Tavern in Plymouth. Thanks for being with us.
My
Jordan.
pleasure. My pleasure.
We love this restaurant, and we wanted to have you tell people a little bit about it.
Thank
How
you.
long have you got it?
It'll be 3 years this November since we opened up this location. We have a sister restaurant in New Bedford as well, so they're both pretty similar.
And what kind of food do you have?
We are known for it's sort of pub food, but a little bit more upscale, homemade. It's got a nice touch to it. Wings, burgers. We have 24 craft beers that are constantly rotating. Certified Angus beef burgers, big half pound, over 26 different flavors of boneless and bone-in wings. So, and then some other fare too, fish, common fare, things like that.
Mm-hmm. And it is really good food.
Thank you.
What are your, you have music too?
Yeah, we have music pretty much every night, and twice on Saturdays, Saturday afternoons, Sunday afternoons, and every weeknight, either a solo acoustic local artist, or we get more of the full, bigger bands on Friday and Saturdays and the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was surprised to hear that in this part of Plymouth, you're up on Court Street.
Yes.
And in the summertime, what happens with people?
We, the tourists tend to kind of infiltrate the area, I guess you could say. They end up more down the waterfront. It scares the locals away maybe for a couple weeks, usually right when it gets warm, about mid-June through July. But then the locals kind of come back in once it calms down a little bit, and a place like this, we got the windows open, things like that, we tend to be able to survive and don't feel it too much.
Oh, excellent. How about the winter, is it?
Winter, it's all about the snow, but winter I would say is our bread and butter. From October through February, that's when a lot of the waterfront restaurants close. There's so much to do in Plymouth, but there's the restaurant scene is really where it's at right now. We're all so close to each other that downtown Plymouth has really become a destination, and I think that's why the fall and the winter for us up here on Main and Court are our busy seasons.
I've noticed that Plymouth really has become a destination for a really nice bar scene and things to do for young people in the wintertime or anytime, really.
Absolutely. And the nice thing about it too, it's a lot of really decent people that own the restaurants down here. We all work together. We did a cooperative event yesterday. It was a fundraiser, Speedwell Tavern and Driftwood Tavern, which is a couple blocks down the road. We understand that we're kind of all fighting the same fight instead of competing with each other and trying to take business from each other. If we all work together, we can bring a lot of business to Plymouth in general.
So you do a lot of collaboration, don't you, with other
Absolutely,
businesses?
yes, yeah. It's very important. It's building relationships, building trust. Anyone can do burgers and wings. Maybe not as good as us, but anyone can do burgers and wings. But it's the relationships and the trust you build with not just the people that frequent your restaurant, but the people that surround it, your neighboring restaurants and neighboring businesses in town.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, that's a great business philosophy. I totally agree with that.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, don't you have a little collaboration with Two Grannies on the Road?
We sure do. We hooked up a little over a month ago. We are collaborating with Two Grannies on the Road. We are sort of sharing our Facebook marketing. We're also doing a 15% discount on food anytime someone likes Granny on the Road and shows us in the restaurant on their phone, or points out the sticker we got at the front of the building, which is pretty obviously placed, but which is nice. Anyone that supports Two Grannies on the Road, as far as we're concerned, we'll support them. So.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Well, I think we're going to try some of your food today. We already know you have good food, but I think we need to retest.
Always good for a second shot,
Yeah. Jordan Chabot, owner of Speedwell Tavern.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.